Yo guys, it's your boy Rumsey. I'm here today with some good to step up your in-game efficiency and save your precious time and resources. Are you one of the many who found themselves struggling to keep their merc alive during any of the difficulties in Diablo 2 Resurrected? Is that pesky merc just not up to snuff? Well, what if I told you there's a way to turn that little merc into a beefcake? And the best part about this method is you don't need some Reaper's tool or some other unobtainable gear. You heard me right. I'm going to show you how to turn your merc into a beefcake in just a few easy steps without any crazy gear upgrades. And without breaking the bank as well. You'll be able to save all that precious gold for crafting or other upgrades. The method I'm covering has been around since the infancy of Diablo 2, through all iterations of the game, whether it be Pluggy or Battle.net. It's always been around, and I think it'll be here to stay all through Diablo 2 Resurrected. I'm talking about the merc glitch. By getting your merc stuck on a wall just long enough for you to run out of range, your merc will teleport to you. This will cause your merc to become untargetable to all melee mobs. So he's not technically invincible, but he is untargetable to melee mobs, and there are a ton of melee mobs in Diablo 2. The best thing about this method is that it only takes a few moments. It's pretty much equivalent of running to town and restocking on potions. And the untargetable effect persists through teleports and everything, so unless your merc dies or you save and exit the game, your merc will be untargetable to melee mobs. Now let's get into the actual glitch. One of my favorite places to pull this off is the gate at the rogue encampment leading into the Bloodmoor. Simply run you and your merc against one of the main walls, and then run into the Bloodmoor, and then watch on your minimap until the little cross that indicates your mercenary disappears. Once your merc teleports to your side, you can pat yourself on the back. Your merc is now at beefcake status, and you've successfully pulled off the bug. As you can see, all the mobs are running towards me and running right past my merc. Note that this only works for melee mobs, as ranged attacks will still be able to hit your mercenary, and they will still target him as well. The best part about this bug, as previously mentioned, you can go through portals and your merc will still retain the effects, meaning you can take your melee and vulnerable merc on a farming route, and as long as you don't exit the game or get your merc dropped by some ranged attacks, you'll be good to go. As you're able to see on this Pindle run, all the mobs are attacking my character, and my mercenary is almost invisible, running around, backstabbing all the minions. The sky's the limit when it comes to this bug. There are a ton of applications for this, some better or some worse. But use your imagination and come up with some really sweet farming runs or even some builds that utilize this idea. I'm sure I don't have to say this, but make sure you're using an Act 2 merc, not just because they work the best for this bug, but because they're the best in general. I also want to say that this bug is not a new finding. This has been around since the beginning of Diablo 2. As long as mercs has been around, this bug has existed, and I'm sure it's going to continue throughout the lifespan of Diablo 2 Resurrected. But whether you're a vet who's just struggling to gear up one of your new alts, or maybe a new or returning player who's actually struggling to get through any of the difficulties, you can definitely utilize this trick to help you along your way. And bosses that are melee only will not attack your merc either, so you can use this on Pindle runs or Duriel runs. As long as there's no ranged attack or magic attacks, your merc's going to be pretty much invincible. And as you can see here, the second we encounter some ranged mobs, they immediately start attacking my merc. So your merc's not completely invincible, but even so, this glitch is super overpowered. Guy's taking no damage. As you can see, you can turn any class into a necromancer type playstyle, just by running around and tanking or avoiding most of the hits, and letting your minion do the work. And it's also worth noting that Act 1 is not the only place you can do this trick. You can pretty much pull this bug off in any spot where there's a wall to get the merc stuck. Towns work really well, Just make sure there's enough space to run out of range on your map. Beefcake. This isn't an end-all be-all or a new meta. As I said, this trick has been around as long as Diablo 2 has, and you can choose to use it or just gear your merc up with some super overpowered gear. It's pretty much all up to you. My favorite place to pull off this bug is in the inner cloister. Right next to the waypoint there's a door that you can close on your merc, making this bug super easy. And then once you successfully lock your merc inside that room, just run to the opposite wall and wait for your merc to teleport to your side. And once again, once you've completed this, give yourself a pat on the back, because your merc is now a beefcake. And the last thing to note is that this bug can pretty much be pulled off anywhere. In fact, you may have accidentally done it yourself. Anywhere where there's enough space for you to run out of range of your merc on your map, and a wall to block him behind, you can pull off this bug. That's why, Zay, you may have unintentionally pulled this bug off in the past. And I'll be the first one to admit how questionable this bug is. But I mean, it's Diablo 2. A world filled with very questionable builds and methods of taking down bosses in the first place. So do with it what you will. I mean, really, what's worse? Playing a hammered in or just bugging out your merc? And like I said, I did not discover this bug. This bug has been around forever. But in a game like Diablo 2, I feel like it's only fair to put everybody on the same level playing field. So new or returning players can utilize this bug that's been around forever.
Welcome.
And seeing as this bug is commonly used in speedruns and ladder runs, I feel like it's only right to put a guide out there so everybody can use it for their own playthroughs. And even if our merc is making some illegal gains, I feel like everybody is going to appreciate the extra gold they save and the headache as well. So whether you're a veteran, a new, or a returning player, if you found this bug, or glitch, or method, whatever you want to call it, to be useful in any sense, show this video some love so I can continue making more time-saving content on games that we all love. And if you really enjoyed this video, maybe consider subscribing to the channel. I'd be really stoked to have you. I'm still new to this whole content creation stuff, so bear with me while I get better and upgrade my gear. And if you have any other ideas on videos you would like to see in the future, or even any comments on this particular bug, feel free to leave it in the comment section and I will be sure to get back to you as fast as I can. My life's been pretty much consumed by Diablo 2 Resurrected since it came out, but now that I'm getting a better handle on the game, and there's a little bit of time in between ladder, I'm going to be trying to make some cool videos and guides on the game. So like I said, if there's anything that you guys would like to see, or any particular guides or build guides, be sure to let me know in the comment section below. I really look forward to hearing back from all you guys. And if you made it this far, I can't say thank you enough. Once again, this has been your boy Rumsey, and we'll see you in the next one. Till then, everybody stay safe and keep grinding. Peace.